Blessed morning, ABR family. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose. A blessed and happy Thursday to each and every one. Once you come on this live, please to like and share out the live. Notification shout out goes to Pat W. Big up yourself, Pat W. And I got a new member to the membership yesterday, so give thanks to that. Member shout out goes to Angela and Yvonne Wallace, as well as Truth. So big up on yourself, and you too can be a member. Only a small fee per month to be a member of the Isabel Rose movement. Now, a whole heap of news are circulate right now. A whole heap of things out there in the media space. Andre Stevens broke some very interesting news last night on his program, and we all have been talking about it from before. I broke some news the other day that the very same SSL was a stakeholder in the whole Blue Dot poll, and that news came to us from Loop News from back in 2021. Big up yourself, Chelsea Clinton, Prudence Elliott, big up Anita Spike, Godson, big up yourself, Rasta. But on our screen here is the minister, the newly minted Minister of Finance, Fayval Williams. And oftentimes we're seeing news circulating. We see news came out that Jamaica is in a recession. And she run out on our social media. The opposition spokesperson on education spoke out about absenteeism at one of the People's National Party's campaign. She run out back and she said Andrew Holness first did speak about truancy. And she a run out on our social media. But when it comes to her speaking up in the parliament, is a problem even for her own cabinet members. And the way me see the House Speaker Juliet Holness behave in the parliament Tuesday towards the minister, and nothing pretty. But remember when Damian Crawford did say this to her after she ran out with the whole Andrew Holness first came out with the whole truancy thing. I'm going to play it for you so you can get a reminder of what Damian had said to her. Because the last time when he spoke out, them say him a cuss woman. So him say him not cuss her.
Fayval Williams have me on her Instagram. Now, if I want thing, I win and never lose, I win and learn. So then now catch me if you say me cuss woman again, never. So, I will leave Fayval to herself because she will flop herself in the budget debate. I ain't no business about Fayval.
Crypto wasn't.
Say Fayval will flap herself in the budget debate. And the way how she was talking in the parliament, responding to questions that was put to her from the comrade leader, Mark Golding. And the behavior of the House Speaker. Now, I find the House Speaker's behavior very uncalled for, in the sense where what the minister should have done when the opposition leader was, putting the questions to her was to basically write down the questions so that she don't forget. So, in a sense, Mark Golding was basically assisting her to remember the questions that he had asked. So they were having somewhat a dialogue while she was still presenting in trying to answer the questions. But the fact that he had already answered the question, the House Speaker proceeded to say that honor them alone in the parliament and the wider public is not hearing him. He already asked the questions. And so in assisting the minister to remember the questions, he was basically reminding her of what he had asked. And I want to listen and look at the behavior of the House Speaker and drop 2 cents. Because I don't know if I'm me, but listen to this.
That's added. Yep. Yeah. All right, so the new proposed exemptions.
Minister and Leader of the Opposition, this is very unusual. Very, very unusual. No, this is most inappropriate. This constant interruption and back and forth is not the way that we would normally. Members, I do not need your assistance. Members. Minister, take a seat, please.
Thank you. Madam Speaker, I think Madam Speaker, I rise on a point of order. The Minister, Madam Speaker.
Acting House Leader,
Thank you for your guidance, my Clarendon colleague. I think the member should be allowed to either conclude the debate or, if the leader of the opposition has additional questions, there's an appropriate approach by the standing orders that he can use to ask these questions. The off-mic interruptions of the presenter, though the points may be valid, it's not the appropriate mechanism. So with all due respect to the leader of the opposition, if we are governed by a standing order, my friend, we are governed by standing orders, not by your opinion. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Madam Speaker, the leader of the opposition in his presentation did rightfully pose certain questions. Those questions were not sufficiently clarified, and hence the back and forth. It might be appropriate, Madam Speaker, as you have noted, that a pause because there has to be some changes that flow already from what the questions have elicited. There might have to be a pause to enable the draft people to do those amendments before we are able to terminate, before we are able to conclude this debate.
Leader of Opposition business, with the utmost respect, that's a challenge I have. I have not identified even one amendment. I am not able to identify even one amendment in the discussion. So what happened? I am speaking. Opposition leader, I am speaking. I am on the floor. So when the discussion goes in the way it is going, where you have had the opportunity to outline the concerns, recommendations, suggestions, and questions, and then the minister is answering, and you are not on the mic, it is not recorded in Hansard, the public is not hearing anything that you have to say, it becomes a disjointed interruption between the minister and yourself, and it actually does not carry well. So, the minister can't just have a conversation with you alone. She has a duty to the members of parliament in here and the rest of the country. So, right, so nobody's hearing you, opposition leader, at all. Nobody hears you if you're not on the mic.
So what the minister should have done was to write down all the questions. Or what the House Speaker could have done too is ask the opposition leader to write down the questions and pass it on to her so she could read out back the questions to the minister. But her mannerism and her tone of voice not sit well with me there, so.
All right, so we'll deal with it in committee stage. All right. And you had asked about what are the new amendments. The procurement of banknotes and coins for issue by the Bank of Jamaica, that is new.
Minister, if you continue to have a conversation with one individual who is not on the mic and is not making a presentation, then you also contribute to the disorder in the House. Minister, you're not speaking to one individual. You had a series of questions and discussion, and you are responding for the benefit of the entire Parliament and all of Jamaica.
Okay. Madam Speaker, the new proposed amendments are the procurement of banknotes and coins for issue by the Bank of Jamaica, the implementation by the Bank of Jamaica of monetary policy and foreign exchange policy.
And the members on her side, interrupting her as well, but you don't hear the House Speaker say anything in regards to that. And this is the very same House Speaker with the former Finance Minister. Thank you, Cecile, for putting it in the chat. This is the very same House Speaker that the former Finance Minister, Nigel Clark. Don't touch Juliet. Remember when they stick out and stand up for her? You'd think a female wife and not the Prime Minister wife. The way him come out in strong defense. And we never expect nobody else to stand up. Nesta Morgan would have stand up and said something. But look how she dealt with Fayval. Listen how she dealt with Fayval. Big up yourself, Joanna, Ron Wallace. Everybody will just join the live. Welcome. Big up on yourself.
Through financial contracts.
A little perplexed by the answer that was given by the minister. The Act says that no tax shall be levied on these persons' salary and emoluments. So they're exempt from tax. So the question is, why are more senior employees exempt, hourly paid workers or not? You said it has to do with something to do with filing a tax return? Just explain that for me, please. Because if they're exempt, I don't know, why they're filing unless they had other sources of income. But the real question was, why would the better paid employees not pay any tax, and the hourly paid workers would have to bear tax? That was the question.
So the Articles of Agreement, Madam Speaker, with specific reference to Section 9 addresses immunities from taxation, which precludes the bank from collecting taxes on behalf of THA. This is similar to embassies, consulates, and other international organizations. And thus the bank does not have any obligation to collect and remit PAYE, tax contributions on behalf of its employees. So, again, to repeat, the employees of the bank are deemed to be self-employed for the purposes of administering the Income Tax Act and are required to file individual income tax returns.
Madam Chairman, the wording of the provision before us says that no tax shall be levied on their salaries or emoluments paid by the bank. that would exempt that from tax. Not to say that the bank is precluded from having to withhold like a PAYE person, that's a different matter. If the intention is that they should file their own returns and are liable to tax on their salaries like all other Jamaicans, this is not achieving that. This is doing the reverse. This is making their pay tax-free, which is apparently not the intention. I think we should suspend the debate on this and take advice. It's a serious matter.
So y'all heard that? Those were some of the questions that the opposition leader, Mark Golding, wanted clarity on, because they roll out this no tax on persons who are making big whack, but they're willing to collect tax or taxes from lower class or the layman like me and you. And that don't make no sense. So it would prove the people right that they're only looking out for the rich. It only proves the people right that they're only looking out for the rich. And the minister still did not clarify. So I'm wondering who basically giving her this information for her to come out and speak and being unable to give clarity. It don't make no sense. Does not make any sense any at all. This very same minister came out and told us that we're not in a recession, we are in a technical recession. But I'm about to pull up this current information from the Planning Institute of Jamaica. And it says the preliminary estimates from October to December of 2024 compared to the same time frame in 2023, the economy decreased by 1.8%. Now, whether she want to pretty it up and say it's a technical, recession is recession. And we heard Ralston come out. And without him even have to come out to clarify to the people. If you look at the definition of recession, you can't go wrong. But look at this preliminary. This, the real one is supposed to come out, I believe, in the latter part of this month. But look at this. Goods producing industry decreased by 4.7%. Everything decreased. Some of them are in negatives. Agriculture, forestry, and fishery, negative 12%. Mining and quarrying, negative 3.2%. Construction, negative 2.1%. Manufacturing. Other services, negative 3.5%. So everything basically a crash. But yet still, we have a prime minister coming out saying that we're fiscally fit and that good economy can yam. That's what he said, you know. And I can take you back to even the third quarter. They said that the economy fell negative 3.5%. And the minister rolled out a $1.26 trillion budget. I hear Ralston calling it the recession budget. And they cut the capital budget and them cutting all sort of stuff. Only for hear them say they want to make $100 billion more for this fiscal year coming. And in the traffic department alone, the government targets a $1 billion collection. And the roads are in deplorable conditions. So to all motorists, drive safe. Should I say walk safe too, because to the rate of how them want to collect this $1 billion, yeah. All if you walk all bad, you're gonna get all a ticket. No, sir. The government targets $1 billion for traffic tickets alone, them want for this fiscal year. Look at our roads. Look on the roads where the motorists them have to traverse. They roll out Spark program and the Spark now Spark because they set 10 roads per constituency, and when them finally budget out the thing, only 2 roads. You can barely do 2 roads to the rate of how the roads them mash up over the 9 years. And they're blaming it on climate change. So I wonder if the climate change now affect nowhere else, no other island or no other country's road. It seems that Jamaica alone, it affect. People are get all ticket for eating a sandwich. So you know, say it gone really, really bad, yeah, so you know, when a driver is getting a $2,500 fine, a ticket, and it says the driver seen driving while eating a sandwich. Mighty God. So it goes back to the point when we make a while ago. If you walk all too bad, you're gonna get a ticket for walking. Goodly get a ticket for walking. But this is the prosperity that they speak of, right? This is the prosperity that they speak of, and calling on the people them to give them a 3rd term for what? They say no new tax, but much more taxes. And we see in the People's National Party reminding the people that over the 4-year financial year 2020 to 2021 to 2022 through to 2024 to 2025, tax collections have increased by $419 billion. What them do with all of them money there when the hospital them looking like that? I got some information a couple days ago. It's alleged that none of the operating theaters down in the Kingston Public Hospital now work. So over a 4-year period, they collected $419 billion more in taxes. But they're paying for leased buildings that are not occupied. And they're paying millions and millions of dollars. They roll out $5 more billion for the whole fixing of the Cornwall Regional Hospital. Their tax collection has increased 66%. And they said that more than double. So they are collecting the taxes, they're collecting the money, but it's not showing. More taxes being collected under the current Jamaica Labour Party administration. Tax collected is now over 28% of GDP. Jamaicans are taxed much more under this JLP government than any other government. So we hear them come and them talk about, oh, back in the PNP time, there were wage freeze and there were this and there were that. The people could have afforded to take the wage freeze in order to fix the economy. Where them wreck and mash up on the Portia Simpson Miller, them fix the economy. So they boast of how much consecutive years of no new tax. But what they did, them use what the same taxes them where the People's National Party them put in place and them put more to it. Them increase it so they're collecting way more tax. Can you imagine? $419 billion more in taxes over a 4-year period. And they want to collect $100 billion for this fiscal year. I'm gonna make that sink in. So I'm gonna look out for the increased taxes them coming for no way, you know. I'm gonna look out for it. But the phone lines open a bit right now. Anybody wants to chime in on this first segment? Call the number on your screen, 954-288-6467, WhatsApp. Big shout out to Lester Lewis. Big up yourself, Lester Lewis. Look at that. Rolling out their recession budget, but yet still, they want to collect $100 billion for this year. What says Uno, ABR family? Joanne Morris says, which third term? Prison term? Lindell, big up yourself. The greater the revenue is the greater the thief. My God. At the first, me I hear that one there. And it makes sense. The greater the revenue is the greater the thief. They admitted that income and salaries for others need to be improved. And after 9 years, them said them are going to improve it. But yet still them take 300% increase for themselves. What can really go so? What can really go so? Bombshell dropped last night on Andre Stevens' program where the over 200 investors of SSL in a deeper waters right now, not to mention the icon Usain Bolt, who had majority of the money there. Out of that, almost $5 billion that was defrauded and fleeced. And Kroll investigation, forensic investigation was done. 3,000 pages allegedly to be on the Director of Public Prosecution's desk. And to this date, from 2023 until now, is Jean and Panton alone them have behind bars. It's alleged that the Kroll report has a whole heap of names on it, but yet still they're only leaking bits and pieces of those reports to the JLP-FM, where spew all kind of lies and trying to change the narratives and wanting to victim shame Usain Bolt as well as the other investors. SSL alleged to be funding or have funded a whole heap of the Jamaica Labour Party's business. Not to mention, according to the Integrity Commission, 143,000 US dollars sent from SSL to an account opened via the Prime Minister, Andrew Holness. Now, I was speaking to another blogger brethren the other day, and he said to me, why, if the Prime Minister truly had money in SSL, why did he have to open a brand new account to receive that 143,000 US dollars? That worked out to be about 20 odd million Jamaican dollars. Make a reason, I want somebody call in and talk up with me and make me know if you not analyze it as how me I look at it and how it was, brought to me by that brethren. Why, if him did have one account already, why them never just send the money? Why did he have to open a brand new account to collect his money from SSL? That I would love to know. That's what I want to know. Out of the 28 accounts, why? It's very puzzling, and we really need answers. Blessed morning, family. You're live on the ABR show.
Good morning, Mr. Rose. I won't belong. I just want to say something about the finance minister.
Yeah.
I get to realize that the finance minister, she's not really the finance minister. I think them is just using this lady because you notice she
as a face card.
He has a face card.
Yeah.
She make a lot of mistake, and all of them corruption. I need to stop. I don't think this lady is definitely the finance minister, and that's all I have to say. Yes, I mean, these people need to go to prison.
My God, I agree with you,
They need to.
I agree with you
they keep on taking it. They're greedy. They never stop. I don't think she's a finance minister. I don't think she is.
I want other people to say the same thing.
You can see definitely she was literally like shaking. She was scared in her voice yesterday. She don't know what she's doing. She's confused.
I don't
whatever the Prime Minister give her to come out and present it, she couldn't even present it. You have to tell me, I don't think that's why the Bigfoot woman deal with the woman that way there. Because she blow them cover. She blow their cover. You understand to me? That's why she deal with her like that in the parliament. It was a shame.
For real.
It was a shame yesterday. It was a shame. And that's all I have to say. I don't think she's the finance minister. Look at him. That prime minister need to go. He need to lift up, man. We never see a man corrupt, so Andrew need to go.
My God.
And when none of these people want to shut you up, they don't want to talk. Huh? Because Andrew was speaking last night. This big alligator cuffback man comment in the lie about last week. Give me a break.
Yeah.
And that
them come silence people and time you talk out, them try to silence you.
And public information, but because people not read, let me tell these people do this thing, because they know Jamaicans do not read, they do not research, and that's why Andrew try to walk over the people them. But a different era now. In the 21st century, people get smarter, their eyes open even more.
But him say it, him say it's a battle of the mind, that's why they want to keep the people illiterate. Them not want the people them to know nothing, but the information upon the people them fingertip.
So them can control them. If you go tell people say if them not vote, them not get no water. What can go so? That wasn't like that in my time when time election come up. You understand what I mean? You take all the things
water and roads supposed to be something where them automatically give the people them. Them not supposed to campaign and promise the people them water and roads to get votes.
And some of the workers them, if you come out, come speaking and have no job, what kind of country the country have become?
Big
and that's why I'm just
dictatorship.
fighting to Exactly, and that's why he's fighting so hard to win this election. But I can't wait for Mark Gordon win because these people need to hold accountable. That's why I fight so hard. It's so hard in my fight.
Yes.
He's not call it. He's not trying to put it in place where him can't win. And Mark Gordon, if stop and plus them down, thief this election.
Yes.
Because they're trying every angle that him can try. Every angle. Yes, that I mean, these people, it's plain to see. They're criminals. It's plain to see. You can see the writing is on the wall.
My
You can
God.
see. But
Shame
they
and
better be
disgrace.
careful. Shame and disgrace. God go turn them up. But God will expose them one by one.
One by
But
one. They
this
might
Prime
expose
Minister-
themselves too.
And this Prime Minister is hell-bent. I don't know where him come from, but trust me, this man is very demonic. All right, sister, let me go back on the line. That's all I have to say.
All right, big up yourself, sis. Thanks for calling in.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.
All right. When you hear from the caller herself, she believes that they're pushing up Fayval as a face guard. It's like them rotate them one another for say, and I said this the other day to a brethren. It's like them rotate them one another for say, all right then, you would have make 110 million a year, all right, me I put you in another spot here now so you can make 120 or 130 million for the year. And it's like them just rotate them one another for just make one big money and then, you know, them not care what will happen after. That's how I see it. We don't know for nobody else. That's how I see it. That's my opinion. Because the questions them where did I put forward to the minister? She not sure of what she was even saying. And it is stated that she has a whole heap of experience as it pertains to finance. She went to school and did finance. But she confused. She very confused, as this caller said. And we could see it. And then the old speaker never make it no better. It's like the woman gone down in a shell, you know, them little turtle there. When them get scared and timid, them go down in a them put them head in a them shell. Blessed morning, family. Welcome to the ABR show.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you do?
Not too bad. I don't know if you remember at Damon Crawford conference when him tell us them left Fayval Williams to the budget debate.
Yes, I played it earlier.
Tell us something, man. You think Damon Crawford don't know what that about? You don't realize that this woman don't have a clue to what she do.
Yeah, man, it's evident, man.
You don't realize even her own fed up her and say she's bullshit.
My gosh.
She have to bullshit. You don't realize that Mark wouldn't answer the question she can't answer. No, if you common sense tell you this, how can you want me to work $10 and you work $15 and you want the money to pay $10 pay tax and the money to work $15 pay the tax?
Yeah, that don't make no sense. That don't make no sense at all, for real.
You understand me I say to you? So the man, so clearly what she had do, probably what she was go by the Prime Minister, because probably what the Prime Minister tell her to do, she have to do what the Prime Minister do. Because she don't know what she had do and she don't know what she put. Just like how she get education minister at 79% and carry to 18%. And she tell she on the country. I see what she get on the country to you.
And run left it.
Look here, I'll tell you this. And Jamaican people, and I put my motor go and talk, and then I talk with water. I pay a flipping dunce to the JP party.
My
blind
God.
And lead blind. Nobody know no sense. Nobody have nothing about them over there, so.
My God.
Blind and lead blind. Play a flipping dunce. And chopper. Play a flipping dunce and
choppers. My God.
When you hear Damon Crawford say they can't contract a good sentence, I don't know why him tell. Them can't, if you listen to them can't speak a good sentence. You want them go school, you want to buy them by 1 degree.
Anything is possible, yeah.
With them doctor, this and them doctor, all them a doctor chopper.
Doctor, Dr. Chopper, my God. A serious matter.
No, just look. All right. The prime minister come out to the economy is going good and good economy can them. Fayval will come out and tell us that we have a technical recession. Yes, no such word as technical recession. Either you have a recession or you don't.
Yeah, either you have it or you don't. True?
You don't like somebody say, boy, you don't say, boy, you don't catch it that flu. And you don't have the flu. Is you have the flu, you don't have the flu.
True.
You have a cold or you don't have a cold.
That's true.
So she cannot say one thing and he must say another thing. You don't realize them people have their head for
Conflicting stories, the whole of them confused.
Yeah, man. The whole of them. Listen to me, man. Listen to me. I listen to Ralston Iron Man. And anybody can go back and check. And anything where you can fact check back Ralston Iron Man. Anything them man they tell you say a gospel like the word from the Bible, a gospel.
When it comes to economic.
When it comes to economy. Gospel. But I ask no man that. Everything he said, I go back about my research, I realize about everything this man said. Him not tell no lie.
Most definitely, yeah.
Everything is 100% foolproof. Him not give something about get a spell and things about when they go do your research and go everything.
The data there, man.
Right, and the site and the data and the sites are there to tell you.
True.
People in Jamaica hungry, you know. Honestly, some people know that some people hungry.
Man said if fiscally fit.
So
yeah,
man, physically fit. It's physically fit to them because them are to the chaplain.
Because the survey say 55% of the people them can't afford a balanced meal, a balanced diet.
If it must, then listen to me. If he can open an account with $0 and a couple of weeks and 2 weeks later, 173,000 US, them must physically fit, man. Me must fit.
So themselves them at talk about.
Yeah. And themselves them at talk about, but they not talk about it, man. They not talk about the regular Jamaican, man.
What a thing.
You know, your diverse come tell you, he want 5 more years, him grand fit and in picnic and grand picnic. You don't need nothing more. Pay for these people. And when him say, I want the whole of them, I say, him not speak to I speak to the whole of them. You don't realize all the SSL saga with Shannon Vaz and the whole of them.
Yeah, man, I bring it here now, man. I bring it here now, make the people
them. You don't realize they're going to that country. Say once the people are wrap up all of the money in the country. We need change.
Definitely. Time come, man.
We need change. We need change. And we can't just left it to Mark Wallen and the PMP. We Jamaican people are looking at ourselves.
All right,
and realize, said this government not really rate black people, not rate people in the country. When he can't get in way, he use the police force, curfew, and bully the people, them that the garrison, get the people, them. You can't go away, you can't leave your yard. And when the police are patrol and match your vehicle, then they set the police and keep you charge you. If you look and say, if you lick out your front end and examine your vehicle, then take off your plate, you're going to find excess money plus 10. Everywhere you go, they might pressure you.
But them say no new tax.
I said no new. Your mother going on a piece there, you know. Like you can't even talk about no new tax because you know, every week you got some market things raised.
My God.
Every week you got some market things raised. Like if you imply new tax when things are raised, they get more tax for the cost of living when things are go. You don't even imply no more tax. Cost of living get out of hand.
True.
So you're gonna need new tax for and cost of living get out of hand. People cannot survive under this cost of living was so high. As your boss for $5,000 bill, it done. One bread soon reach $1,000.
Yeah.
I don't joke thing.
600, some places 700.
Yeah, it can't continue the same way. Country cannot continue the same way on this regime. Cannot continue on this regime.
So true.
We have to make a change. Have to make a change. And Jamaica people, do not sell your vote. All your pride, your dignity, you are not for sale. Stop with them rob taxpayer money and buy back Usain like slave. Jamaicans, stop, make them buy you like slave. As a minister can go up on a platform say, I then give is 5,000 a back suit, I vote for them.
What a shame.
Make them buy you like slave. Jamaican, yeah. Using a common sense as God give you.
True.
Stop, make people buy you like slave. Because when the $5,000 done, you're going to suffer for 5 more years. And $5,000 and $10,000 a year can't last over 5 years.
So true.
We need a government who are going to invest in we the people. We the people.
Definitely.
The better we the people. The better stop thinking for yourself today. The $5,000 going to feed yourself today. Think about your kids them become tomorrow. The kids them become the grandkids them.
True.
Forget a better education, a better medical health. Look at the hospital them.
Gone to the dog.
Things not pretty. We had some man up to last time I'm comment. I can't put a shame sit down for the whole night. In time this man say I'll never get through yet. You sit up and chase them and shit them there. I'm not only I'd see it. It gets sickening.
For real. Wow.
You have to be dead. For them find a bed put you on. You have to literally are dead.
And that is a sad reality.
But I feel like this. It's, of course, a sad reality. Jamaican people open their eyes and see where I'm going. Look at even this now. We're going to show a simple example. Say, look at me as really.
Lose the caller bridge in there, so. But you can call back when you're ready. We're going to proceed with what I was stating from before. And I stated that why Andrew had to open a brand new account to collect from SSL. Blessed morning, my caller. How you doing?
Blessed morning to you, A and B. How are you?
I'm all right.
How's everything? All right?
All
now,
right,
listen to me. When Bolt was running, I would break everything because forget that my house going to break up to cheer him on. I don't anymore. You know why I don't feel sorry for him anymore? Inside the interview, he only covering, he don't want to say a certain thing because of Jamaica. He only don't want to say anything because of the JLP, because he's a wrong JLP. And you can imagine, they steal your money. Are you not going to talk and talk? No, if they shouldn't get it back. Because if he got that secret for them, they wine and dine him. And you know when the devil looking at you and smiling with you?
Yeah.
And thief his money. If they did respect Ball, they want to thief his money. Yeah? And both know so much about them. What going on? Why don't he open up and talk? Why didn't he get caught calling the FBI for his money? He's only don't want to talk because he think Andrew like him. Andrew don't like you. Andrew, to me, Andrew think you're an uneducated buffoon. I did like Bolt so much I lost. I was supposed to go into a job and cost a different time. And I lose my work watching Bolt running. Yeah. I supposed to go in because I was working in a certain place. Can I tell you and what it is?
Okay.
And I didn't go. There was She's getting for someone to come and to help to do the cooking for the private place I was working.
Mm-hmm.
Watching both the time difference from where he was running to where I was living.
And you lost your job, you lost your income through both. Through
I
walking
only lost
both.
it because I was a casual worker.
Mm-hmm.
I was supposed to do 6 months, and I didn't even do 2 days good because of Bolt.
Oh my God.
Right? Bolt should talk and say it. Bolt the architect that do both building and everything.
Mm-hmm.
He was murdered.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know if that's why he's scared not to talk.
Mm-hmm.
But nobody did. Listen, when I lick the Dutch pot covers and the man, go outside and lick it him run. Sorry, I lick it because you is a JLP. And there's no doubt about it. You should talk. Andrew's not going to talk what he thief. So why don't you talk what he thief from you? I'm not saying Andrew thief his money,
Mm-hmm.
but he knows about it.
Yes. Most definitely, yeah.
Then look at this SSL building now. Gone to the walls.
Mm-hmm. Yes, man, I'm about to play it. I'm about to play some of it so the people them can...
Play it, my darling. Play it.
All right, then.
No, I'm telling you, Andrew is the most wicked. Listen, I know he was trained under that white what's his name? What his name? That man was running Jamaica. He's an American. What his name? Siago. Right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
And he learned a lot of tricks from Siago, and he's fooling us. Andrew's taking Jamaicans for a fool. But they're jealous of him and the bad man. Oh, you cannot bad mind a thief. Oh, you're going to bad mind a thief. My God, I do my little cleaning, my little cooking for what I have.
Yeah.
You next door neighbor do the same. Why should I jealous of my next door neighbor, even if it's have a better television than me, or a better radio than me, or a better bed than me, or eat better than me? I'm glad for them.
Mm-hmm, true.
But thank God I brought up by the greatest grandmother in the world. Teach us not to beg or to borrow or to badmine no one. Andrew, you're a nasty piece of prime minister. And I'm ashamed to know it. And then his wife in parliament. Stop what's your name that doing the estimate? What's your name, Fayval?
Yes, Fayval Williams. Mm-hmm.
And you don't have to thank him to him answer to one man.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The RPS woman is the RPS woman feisty because Fayval was answering to Mr. Mark Golding.
Yeah.
And she get vexed. But look what your face look like hardboard that can't broke. Huh? She rank, no? Like a person to your lady rank. And no wonder your husband gone cheat by you. Where?
My God.
I hear you, darling. Yeah? Have a good day. Yeah?
Yes,
She's rank, man. She's feisty.
And
Fayval look like them little sour pussy.
My
pussy
God.
cat. No pussy cat. You know the cat or the dog, when you tell them off, they bend down their head. And then, I have a dog, when you tell her off, she let down her head. Sorry. Fayval should shut him out. Huh? What did you say?
I said, behave, Miss Winnie.
I don't mean you pussy in that way, I mean pussy cat.
Okay.
She look like a pussy cat that, a shame. She look like a cat or a dog that you tell them off and they bend down their head.
My God.
She have to leave and go outside to get her to stop the crying. Because you could see that she didn't want to cry. She was nervous.
Yeah, man.
The damn stupid woman on the top there. You don't have to cater to one entity. That mean Mark Golding, she rank. I pray to God she do a prison term. I never want somebody to do a prison term like I want she, her husband and Chuck. Them to do a prison term. Bad.
My God. All right. Blessings, Miss Winnie. Have a good day. All right.
Sorry about, but I didn't mean that word. I mean the pussycat.
I understand.
The
all
dog.
Right. All right. Blessings.
Okay.
My. But as I stated, I'm about to play a few clippings from the whole revelation on Andre from last night. And very interesting. Very, very interesting. And it's even said that someone was in his chat talking about lawsuit. But the truth, as my dear friend Lester Lewis would have said, the truth is the original information. And so the truth no need no proof. And if whatever he brought out last night no go so, then feel free to challenge him. Feel free to challenge it. But here's some of what was said last night of SSL assets being gifted to a company who the chairperson or one of the chairperson is alleged to be affiliated with the Vaz clan. Hear this.
So, if the government was to come, remember, if we're to go to court, Mr. Buchanan, and we were to do anything, and the government or the judge orders that SSL should dissolve and use all of their assets to pay back the people, what would have happened? That means that the property, the asset Jamaica, the property would not be available to do what? To sell, because it was issued as a gift. I say that to say tonight then, if they were able to do that, and the Financial Services Commission, who said under Nigel Clark watch that no assets would be able to be transferred. So that simply means, Jamaica, that there's a potential that other assets could equally be sold off or gifted out. It simply means, Jamaica, that other assets potentially could be sold off or gifted out. But you know where it becomes interesting? Where it becomes interesting, Jamaica. Usain Bolt, come here. If you were to take out a class action lawsuit against SSL, the government failed you. Isn't it so? Because the Financial Services Commission did not protect the investors. Who are the owners of Simbo? Hey, Robosai! Who are the owners of Simbo? Jason Lindo and Shannon Vaz. Shannon Vaz.
Stop right there, humor me. Shannon Vaz. And just humor me. Why is the thing that the highlight is in green? Was that the work of your producer? Is Shannon Vaz related to Darrell and Anne-Marie Vaz. That's what I'm asking.
It's
a peculiar name, so that's why I asked.
It is said she's the daughter-in-law of the Vazes.
Ball out!
It is said that she is the daughter-in-law of the Vazes.
So, how was this done? The transfer. It was done by a holding company called SSL4 out of St. Lucia. How is the shareholdership of the two companies? The two owners, the shareholders. 800%, 800 shares, and 800 shares. No, this is a serious matter tonight, Jamaica. Just like how it happened with the Prime Minister. You remember? At Martin St. Lucia transferring Whitecliffe clothes to Estate Bridge. You remember how that was facilitated?
So it's a pattern.
Ask yourself this. Why did the Financial Services Commission, under the leadership of Nigel Clark and of the Holness administration, facilitated the transfer of SSL assets? Why did the Financial Services Commission in this country facilitated a transfer of SSL assets? Have you ever seen anything like this before, Juliet? So therefore, they no longer own that asset. What other asset do they no longer hold, Jamaica? They no longer own 33.5, you know. So the properties owned by Symbol Limited. And Symbol Limited owned by Linda and Shannon Vance.
Story come to bump. Big up yourself, Sharon Bernard. Story come to bump right there, so because how is it that an ongoing investigation, when all the assets them should have been frozen, assets are being gifted out to companies alleged to be in St. Lucia? And look at the names involved. Look at the names involved. So my question here, can this almost $5 billion that was fleeced from SSL ever be recovered? We hear the opposition leader Mark Golding pledging to leave no stone unturned. And I endorse that to the fullest because they're sitting on all the information. And they're not moving with any form of alacrity. Nothing them now move with no urgency, nothing after 2 years. 2 years and counting. Slow pace, them slower than a turtle. Because them know the powers that be were involved in this. Them and them affiliated. And after when Bolt came out on that interview, we see the DPP run out after. But on the basis of only Jean and Panton alone. And me still ask if I saw Jean and skill. She never have no supervisor, she never have no bigger boss. We'd have to sign off on even if she was taking some of the people's money. she alone still couldn't detect so much money. Blessed morning, Macaulay, live on the ABR program.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Jean and Panton had no power to take $1 from SSL's accounts.
My God.
Not even $1. That document that she signed,
6 pages.
in the presence of it's a fictitious document. It's a fraudulent document, so it wouldn't be a legal document.
True.
I don't think the judge will tender it into evidence at court, because there is no traceable money to Jean and Panton or anybody related to her. So they would have to prove the benefit that Jean and Panton got from the crime, and there is no benefit. She doesn't even own a home.
See it there? And the stories behind of taking money to help out her sick father and to bury him are so much money for bury one smaddy. So we know so the stories them not line up and the stories them not add up. It don't make no sense for real.
That letter was done at the instruction of SSL's boss.
So I heard, yeah.
Yeah, but it will have no legal effect, because that letter doesn't show where any money move into her accounts or anybody affiliated with her. So that's just to buy time and create some form of deflection, distraction. Yes, But
makes sense.
As a result of what these guys have done with the country, people are suffering.
Suffering.
Are malfunctional.
And the survey says over 50% of the people cannot afford. My God.
No, man, it's far more than that, man. It's over 70% of people can't find a proper meal to eat in Jamaica. Hungry. Can you imagine the hottest property in Jamaica, SSL, transferred during the heights of public scrutiny? The Registrar of Titles office should be dismissed. She should never have endorsed that transfer.
For real?
Yes, she should have just reported the matter to the police. Because that was an illegal transaction.
For real?
Right? So the transfer can be rescinded. And they have to pressure the registrar or take it to the Supreme Court for such orders.
To be made, yeah. Because it may say, why them never freeze the asset them? A big investigation are going same way according to them. That if nothing really are going. Because right now we don't even know what to believe.
Nothing was going on. All they were doing was buying time to wind up SSL's assets. The politicians were trying to clear their tracks.
Yes.
So that was a deceptive statement from the finance minister at the time, Nigel Clark. He himself was packing up to leave. Look here, finance minister sits closer to the prime minister running the country.
Most definitely,
he got a 300% increase.
And run left it.
Remember, you know?
That makes sense.
And left the job. That is very suspicious.
True.
But he's trying to protect his reputation because he knew what would have come out of the SSL matter and other related issues.
Them for extradite him to come answer to all of this. Then shouldn't force up Fayval in the line of fire right now, and she confused as much as how the layman in Jamaica confused.
Look here, man. Fayval Williams is a decent woman. You know, I've watched that lady over the years, and I respect her. You can see that she's a woman of integrity, honesty, and decency.
But them give her a job where on a sheep, and Nigel to come back.
Yes, is the Prime Minister still running the finance ministry? You know? It's just that they put up Fayval Williams as a scapegoat.
As a scapegoat, yeah.
But I am hurting the way how Juliet Holness dealt with the woman in Parliament. My God.
Yeah, man, she dealt with
her like a dog.
My God.
Reprimanded her. Like, you know, when you're telling somebody, sit down.
Sit, boo, sit. Like a one dog to talk to.
All the lady was doing was responding to the opposition
Then
leader.
that? Mm-hmm.
But and by responding to the opposition leader, the entire parliament could have heard. So why is she accusing Fayval Williams of only speaking to one member?
Mm-hmm.
When the microphone is on and the answer would have been ventilated through the entire parliament and we, the public, could see what's happening on television.
Mm-hmm.
But Juliet Holness is hurting, you know. Every time Mark Golding goes on the platform and speak about his about her husband,
feathers, you know?
Andrew Holness, yes, and SSL, she's hurting.
They must shake in them boots.
But because she couldn't be rude to Mark Golding, she took it out. She took out her anger on Fayval Williams.
And of them people who want to continue in our parliament for what? For do what?
Well, poverty, man. Poverty is wicked. The country crushed to pieces as a result of the Prime Minister and his team went on a grand embezzlement drive.
My God.
It has reverberated through the entire Jamaican society. Yes, man.
So who want to play like them blind, them can't sit down and play like them blind same way?
That is why the country is so poor. Children are going to Bustamante Hospital and dying as a result of not having proper equipment and sufficient medicine to treat them.
And it's not only the Bustamante Children's Hospital alone. Take
KPH,
that into consideration.
the premier hospital. Most of their operating theaters are malfunctioning. And
not operational, yeah?
There is nowhere to go for transfer. Anywhere is the morgue.
My God.
That's the state we have to deal with right now as a consequence of Andrew Holness and his team.
Actions. Inactions.
Yes.
My God.
People are feeling it, man. All the institutions are broken down right now. Corruption has a pervasive effect, you know. Once you start to stealing poor people's money, it affects every sector in society.
Most definitely.
And he has instructed the police to kill all the citizens with the endorsement of the Minister of National Security.
Yeah.
It's a triple killing the police did in Westmoreland yesterday, you know. The numbers jumped to about 48 persons that have been killed by the police since January at the instruction of the Prime Minister.
My God. Meet your judge or meet the maker.
Well, I don't see them meeting any judge. It's just the maker.
Just the maker.
Yes.
What a thing, eh? My God.
There should be blaring police siren at the Prime Minister's gate right now, you know, ready to take him into custody.
But they're under the orders of him, and that's why me said to somebody the other day, say, Ron James, allow them, make them fight for them own overtime, because he had to suffer the consequence of being interdicted because he must fight for rank and file. The rank and file stand up with him?
No.
The rank and file silent? My God. What a thing, eh?
Look here. The monies that are being embezzled, you can count it on one and the people who are benefiting from those illegal transactions. We know all along that the VARS was involved. That the VARS is. Understand? But the Prime Minister was the one who set the tone. And then they just link up and say, listen, we're going on a grand embezzlement drive. And it's sad because it shows that our country is a failed country. Why were they allowed to do it for so many years without any authority stopping them? The Prime Minister, you know, was questioned by the opposition leader at the time, Dr. Peter Phillips, as to how he came by that massive house in Beverly Hills. And he admitted that SSL's money was a large part of the funding. That was 2011, you know. And now it's 2025 and the country allow the man to rake the country dry and enrich himself for so many years. That just to show you that we don't have any systems in place to protect taxpayers' money.
No, the system not in place to hold them accountable either. It's only the layman like me and you.
Yes, but some of those transactions should have been intercepted to save taxpayers' money.
Long time ago.
It never happened. Country is in a very, very bad condition. I've never seen poverty engulf the country like now.
20%, probably more than that.
What 20%?
The last reading of the poverty level.
No, man. Poverty is above 70%. It's about 73% of people who can't find a proper meal to go before they go to their bed. Yes, man. I want to tell you that Andrew Holness is only taking care of 5% of the population, which includes a few ministers like Darrell Vaz, and then you have the man there at the bank, NCB Bank. I have First Rock Investments. You have Nationwide News Network. It's just a few people. And then you have Sandals. So you can count it on your hand as to the amount of people who are benefiting from this corrupt regime.
True.
This man should never, but he doesn't even have any shame. You can be engulfed in so much corruption and still putting your name on the election ballot and proceeding like nothing has happened.
All them things are the people them for come out, pan.
The people are not organized. If they were organized, Andrew Holness could never still be there as Prime Minister.
For real. For real.
You would have to come out. And then when you come out of office now, you're placed in custody. Because remember, to the amount of money that have been embezzled, it's serious crimes, against humanity and everything else.
What you say, man? Of course.
If you take so much money from a poor country like Jamaica, what do you expect to happen? Untold hardship.
They are the highest paid set of politicians in the whole Caribbean region.
And still stealing.
All right.
Right? And when he realized now that the people are frustrated with him, he's sending out the police to kill them off. How can these young men be calling him brogard? They don't see that their lives are being cut short by his instructions.
It's a battle
and the mothers of this country. And the mothers of this country, you don't see that the Prime Minister gave instruction to kill out your sons. Sons who are breadwinners for you. Sons who are your personal security to protect you from bad guys in the community. You don't see the Prime Minister wiping them out.
My wife
and that is a part of the confusion the Prime Minister is creating to deflect from his personal predicament, which is being a part of the 8 who have
illicit enriched themselves.
who have enriched themselves illegally. And the Prime Minister is the head of it.
Yeah, man, if the head of the stream not clean, my God.
He is going 4 years without his statutory declaration being certified,
And still
the man still going up for price. Yes, can you imagine?
And the people them sit down and I wait for 14 people out of opposition. And them are the majority.
Let us be brutally frank. The Prime Minister's statutory declaration will never be able to certify. So might as well stop filing them now.
Because if he cannot provide, and I stated it in our video already, if he cannot provide the schedule of his expenses, and that's all the Integrity Commission wants,
Look here, the man didn't declare a lot of transactions that he was a part of. Barita Investment gave him $50 million. And when the Integrity Commission called him and said, what's going on there with that transaction? He said he got a loan from them. Nothing like that.
See there?
It's giving away the country's assets and doing trade off and let the people them hold on to taxes that should go into the tax administration and they're taking it underneath the table in the crocus bag.
But look how much our little entities them when them take money and put in a SSL.
The Banana Catastrophe Fund.
NHT. Let me say
Yes,
find it
and the
right.
National Health Fund. Can you imagine? National Health Fund, you know? And our people can't get medicine and proper treatment. If you end up at KPH now, more than likely you'll die before you leave. And NHT is a cash-rich entity. There was no reason to take any risky investments with NHT's money.
For real.
So right away, you know that was a red flag.
Big red flag.
I remember that Nigel Clark himself was the chairman of NHT when those monies were taken out and put into SSL. Yes.
Yes, man. But he's them raise them pay for retain the brightest.
Finance minister. No, they increase their pay now. The prime minister was in a frantic mood to say, well, now that we have stolen so much money, we need a way to account for it. So let us give ourselves 300% increase to see if we can cover these monies in legitimate earnings. But even when they got 300% increase, it could not have overshadowed the stealing, the stealing of Jamaica's money.
That's what I wanted to say a while ago, yeah.
Man, I've never seen suffering like now. Countries in a very bad state. People are hungry like dogs.
Hungry?
Yes.
Sadie?
But the Prime Minister's wife is just the same because as a wife, she should have provided some form of moral compass to her husband. And she is just encouraging him to stay on like his business as usual. So you can see that both of them are the same.
Both of them are
Remember, they have two sons, you know? They have two sons who are looking on. And people must be looking at them with scorn. That's what they are putting their children through, but they don't care.
They don't care.
Look at these two young persons now that Vaz put SSL's property in. Can you imagine? Shell company, you know, organized crime and money laundering.
Yeah, man, big time.
Because when you look at the profile of Shannon, she looks like she's in her 20s. She doesn't have any capacity to be a director of company and buy such and handle such massive property. And when the other red flag is when you could transfer such an expensive property in the form of gift. That alone is a red flag, you know. Who's going to transfer such an expensive property as a gift?
Yeah, she have about 800 shares or more. Wow. Some serious times ahead.
The government should take it back, but not the same government, because they are the ones who did it. So it would have to be the incoming administration. But in the meantime, they should be prosecuted. Yes, man.
Definitely.
I saw Indian family, a Trinidadian family went to the US and tricked some people into collecting their monies and offering them immigration documents and so on and job opportunities. And the judge gave the mastermind 418 years and is only $1.8 million involved. What you should do with Andrew Holness with so much US millions of dollars involved? He should be given 3,000 years.
Never see the light of day again. But now them did I try pass law if say after 70 years you can get access to certain information as it pertains to them.
After 70 years?
After 70 years when them dry up and rotten down in a casket. Don't know if they
It's
pass the
pure
law, but that's
corruption
what they
going
want.
on. Right now, majority of young persons will not be able to obtain tertiary education.
Not at all.
That's out of their reach now. They don't have any money. People are concerned with food. And it's sad.
Food is the star for life. You're going to want to survive.
Enrollment at UE and Micro and UTech dropped to about 60%. You know? They don't. That is why they can't even pay for security services and ancillary staff.
Yeah.
They don't have the money. And the government, who should be adequately funding these institutions, they don't care about education anymore.
Not at all.
It's just to enrich themselves and their children and then open business and give them.
Them say selfish better for a longer time.
Man, this Jamaica has sunken into the depravity. It's gutter politics. And we know all along that Vaz has certain antecedents. You know. It's the same set of persons wreaking havoc in the society.
Most definitely, yeah.
I'm telling you, man, they need to hold on to the man at NCB, you know. That man is the next Alan Stanford and Murdy, you know. Madoff?
Yes.
Yes, they should hold him. Yeah, I hope that the US authorities, the State Department, and the FBI looking on and seeing what's going on in Jamaica, because that bank is robbing up a lot of people with their loan portfolio, you know. I give them pure wrong balances and all of that, you know, and people are crying out.
Yeah. Only for fraud and theft.
The Prime Minister allow him to do it. You don't see that's where the Prime Minister's illegal money pass through. What to do with a banker like that now who is causing so much hardship in the country?
And then what with the account $0.0.
It's far more than that is going on at the bank, man. They using the bank to launder money. On a grand scale. It doesn't only have to do with SSL. It's on a grand scale they're doing it. That man, he should get 300 years in custody, man.
300 or 3,000.
Even though that is very small. Because if a man can take $1.8 million and give him 418 years, can you imagine those guys who are moving billions? And the country is dry.
Them for face the consequence of them actions, of course.
Then because of them, we can't even get police cars. When people are victims of crime and they call the police, no police car. The money's gone. Remember that the former Minister of National Security, Bobby Montague, said he ordered a whole lot of motor vehicles to go into the police force. And he didn't get one. Corruption.
For real.
That's the same minister while he was Minister of Transport. Transferred some $450 million from the Airports Authority into First Rock Investment to start the company. And that is a private entity, you know. And right now the company going belly up, you know.
Yeah.
That's the same minister who went into an agreement with SSL, you know, said they're running mobile supermarket for the elderly through the Jamaica Urban Transit Company, you know, and put an undisclosed sum of money into SSL.
So that's why them a run out. He was one of them where that run out about IC a target him, and that's why you see them a run out.
Right now, there are no opportunities for people in Jamaica. None. It's terrible.
Opportunities.
Can you imagine the children, the people, even, you know that even nutritious meals, they can't get it at schools. Not even the Nutribullet and the Nutribun and the bag drink. All that gone, you know,
No, man,
into
them
their
cut out
pockets.
that
there.
long time. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, man, that gone into their personal pockets. Non-existent.
Mm-hmm.
These guys do not care, you know.
I mean, nah, tell a lie, I did love the Nutribullet, you know.
But it's needed more than ever.
And the cherry milk, you know.
With the high levels of poverty, it's needed more than even during your time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's always needed because Jamaica is always a poor country. But now, it's worse.
Poorer. Mm-hmm.
Yes, man.
Mm-hmm.
Country is in a very bad condition. Pure corruption going on. I mean, how can a rational registrar of titles really sign that transfer and put it into the vase's name?
Mm-hmm.
What conscience she had to sign that title and let it transaction went through successfully? If she was a guardian of the state's resources, she would have blocked that transaction.
Mm-hmm. Money talk. But thank you, my brother, for calling. Thank you for your input.
Yes, man.
I get back into
Prime
some
Minister
more
must be taken in custody immediately.
Blaring
sirens at his gate. Okay.
Bless up yourself. Let us see what the FID and the FSC where he was, the TAJ, sorry, where he was referred via the IC. Let's see, but then again, I'm the leader over it, so was side conflict right there, so can they work without fear or favor?
So today we have a reason to the people. One person come to say, he make a statement and a lie me a tell. The Prime Minister claim to say he never borrow the money from SSL. But no quarrel, brother. I know say a person go watch this, because I tell them I put it proof there. Watch this now, and I miss it, you know. Word I Prime Minister, watch this.
So lady, we put up his source, we say we not tell lie. That's why the Prime Minister and your so angry and block me. So you claim to say a lie, me I tell you. I hope you can read, but I'm going to look at the article from Eglina, 15th of February, 2016. This is the word of Andrew Michael Holness. Look. Mr. Holness acknowledge that he is now in debt. In debt? What do you mean by in debt? Then when you get rich around 2016, anyway, by purchasing the house and the land, he explained that he used money from accounts held at Jamaica money market brokers, stocks and securities to finance the purchase of his Beverly Hills property and loans through other loans through the construction phases. So me I tell life.
Remember when they asked about his Beverly Hills mansion, where him live to today, they talk about people bad mind him over him house. That's exactly what he said when he was asked. So people have the receipts out there and pulling it up. The same social media when use and win election, and the same social media come to haunt him because the people them are remind him of the things them that he said. We are run back the tape them. As Colin Bell said, him living in an analog world same way. Well, welcome to advanced social media world, where the information they right at your fingertip, and the people them looking on and remembering what he said. So them a defeat them own self.
Ball out! Whoa, yo. We need help, Jesus. Jamaica need help. Shift the parliament. Shift the election. Shift everything. Remove them out there. Take out the cockroach. Take out the thief. Take out the criminal them. Take out the thief them. Take out the murderer them. Take out the gang leader them. Out of parliament. Take them out. From Portland. Take them out. I hear Portland. Me I go to Portland. Why me I travel to Portland? Take out somebody. Man or woman.
We burn bad mind. My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
You say 5 more years. When you hear that, I'll run it again.
We burn bad mind. My support as a parliamentarian, as a Jamaican, as a father, as a grandfather, I want to see Jamaica get 5 more years so that I know that my children and my grandchildren can live in this country and enjoy the country as I did. God bless you.
In 1997, at the age of 25, Andrew Holness entered into representing politics. He was first elected as Member of Parliament, as MP, to represent the constituency of West Central St. Andrew. And in that year, 97, he also get married. So you left school 1999. You go to university and you leave university 1994. You go work for a non-governmental organization for 2 years until 1996, and then you come in a politics. It not show nothing, say you work. It not show say you have no legacy for coming to government. You come into government for student loan. You come into government for student loan. So the question what we ask, how can a man that was student loan never work in an entire life except in politics? We now value almost over 300 million US. And that's one of the reasons when the Integrity Commission trying to certify statutory declaration, it can't add up. Because the amount of wealth that he accumulates over the years, they don't know where he get it from. So everything when put on paper is not making any sense to the Integrity Commission. Fraud, 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 fraud all over it. So now them time up. Them time up in a criminality. And him not have no escape route to get out of it. They turn him over to the feds and tax administration of Jamaica to prosecute him and to bring the charges. And take the IC into court. Him take the IC into court. The same man who stated that the government does not intervene or interfere. The opposition, this a message of phone the same way. Leave the anti-corruption and police agency to do their job. When they do the job, Jamaica, and find the Prime Minister in a criminality, the Prime Minister take the justice to the court. The Prime Minister take the government to the court to throw out the illicit rich men. But after 3 years, cannot certify. Jamaica. Think about that, Jamaica. Think about that. Make it so key, Jamaica. Make it so key. In the pandemic, you start 3 business. Move around 460 million US. None of those 3 companies that you started in the pandemic of one single employee. You just stop this up. You open an account with $0 down. And few days later, $143,000 was transferred from SSL into that account. And Althea Jarrett sit on that stool and grant you permission to challenge the Integrity Commission, who won you in the heights of corruption, the heights of criminality, the heights of dishonesty.
And that's my brother, Aromatic Realistic TV. I give you it date by date. How this man got so wealthy and the people them that elect them cannot question them. They are working for the people, and the moment you begin to question them, you are forced to be silent. Millions and millions of dollars pass through accounts within a 3-month span. Blessed morning, my family, alive on the ABR show.
Yes, greeting, salutation.
Big up yourself every time.
Yeah, man, we are taking a program for a long time, but we just see numbers, so I say I make a call. Well, let me identify myself. I'm Winston Byrne, aka Skankaby from Jamaica here.
All right.
And I love what the standard that I take by defending the country to the max. I'm giving a thumbs up.
Big respect for that.
Yes, man, because full-time relate this corruption terrorist, man. Big and serious, not a joke.
Definitely.
I applaud on the people for if you live to the national TV station in Jamaica, who don't know nothing where I go on.
Them not bring them things here. Them not go deep, you know?
No, and I just not go deep. Them all in the game.
All in the game. Yeah, man. They're part of the payroll, you know?
Yeah, they're coming like 3 musketeers. Enough of them feel, not for us.
Yeah, but no guy can buy way out.
Never time. Man, they teach us that.
All right,
I
then.
taught us that. Yeah, so give thanks again for you at topic. We and Lonesome.
All of the bloggers, them will fight for the movement,
yes,
man, yeah?
Fight for the right, which is right. Can't run.
For real.
Right, and now especially the sprinter, man. You know, if you keep silent again, man, if you come on dismantle the corruption, man, oh gosh, we feel it over bone and annoy.
My God, for real. And are we the regular people, him say it? Are we the regular people? I fight for him.
Yeah.
All I wouldn't think was him friend, you know? Them silent pan female.
Yeah, that's why I say ARB's TV radio, I'm giving the thanks, man, and thumbs, because I see we're going to the feed of the music out here. We have spread the message and them put to one side because so they can't buy way out. And then can't go up and kiss we neither. We're not upon that. Because we're not soft. We're not soft for the product, please, Satan.
All right, then. I love that one there.
No, we're not soft for the product. Please, Satan. Not and Satan can't win God. No day neither.
Remember me tell you.
Him just have a little time, and in time short, which is the time coming, time stop right now.
For real, man. For real.
Yeah, because of satanic vibration, the man I'm promoting in the country. Like they don't respect the Almighty God no more.
Then if them if them accept a name where say God, and only one God, then what you expect? Them not gonna behave like them are the powerful and the mightiest.
That's why I say, which is the artist like us, look artists like us, to the man breach and take away and put the artist one side also. The look artist thing about it and take away. I put the look youth one side, said when I use a man style and not even pay the man royalty of my style either. So them are real bullying always. And
anything to win over the young people, you know? For win over. Remember, it's a battle of the mind, you know? Them say it, you know?
And not him say it, and not there special for him.
Yeah.
Yeah. So them a double standard.
Big time.
Yeah, so right now we like what go on and we are pressure it.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, when the time comes I respect Marky G and the team and I respect the blogger them where I keep it real, keep the fire burning, keep the consciousness going.
For real.
And let us take it from here continuously. So I'll go back to listen for more people to call and bring for them.
2 cents. All right, then big up yourself, my brother, and thanks for calling.
Big up I start for what I go on at East Portland today, you know?
Mm-hmm. For real.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I give thanks again.
All right, big up yourself every time.
Respect.
Yes, so you hear it. Right there, so. Callers them calling in. You know, supporting the movement and voicing them concerns. I would still want to know how this Prime Minister you get so rich. And even when them increase them salaries to 300%, it's still the short space of time where them increase it, it's still not add up. Blessed morning, family. You're live on the ABR show.
Yes, man. Big up to your program and everybody on it, you know.
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yes. And you remember the video I sent you with the light force?
Yes.
Yes. Me have to give thanks to you and your program. Them come and change it and they even change a next one.
Yes, man.
So, yes, man. So your program are go far and wide, man. I continue. I have to bless you. I bless you every day still, you know.
Yeah, man. Respect for that.
Yeah, man. Yeah, but back to Bolt and the thing with Bolt. What I mean tell a story is that disgrace to them take away the man money. I know they can't tell the man where your money go. You understand me?
After 2
Bolt
years.
and my parishioner, you know. You understand me? And you know, we know Bolt powerful. And thing, Canada, me there when him run a Beijing, you know.
Yeah.
In a place named Ontario, Canada.
Yeah.
You understand me? I never know, say, as a Jamaica and Usain Bolt, powerful. That the whole of Canada turn upside down when this little youth win the world champion and thing like that. You understand it?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Them need to give them money, man, and we see everything what go on and now they must say the people them find a Portland involved in it now. You understand? The whole of them, man, the whole of them for go, man. You understand me?
Sure.
Me say Bolt to just take a plane, man, I come out of Washington and come sit down with the people them up here and talk to them, man. You understand me?
True.
Stop to defend the country, man. Stop defend the country, man. Just defend your own, defend your money, a whole heap of money that. But right now, if me miss $5,000, me I call police on them. Yeah, man, me I draw down the whole social media, me I draw down for them.
5,000.
I don't take a run. Yes, man, if me miss 5,000 US, me I draw down the whole social media upon them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And everything, FDI, anybody me can get forget about my $5,000.
Yeah.
And millions of dollars, US, 12 million US dollars.
Oh, gosh, man.
Sit down. Come on, man. The man run so hard, man. We're proud of the youth.
For real.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's all about Usain Bolt. It's all about Usain Bolt. Nobody don't know them Prime Minister, you know. Nobody don't know him. Nobody know them politics them. They don't know them. They know Usain Bolt and Bob Marley.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I forget the man for come out Washington, man, and come on all of them big media and talk and make them go for your money.
True.
You understand the job? The Prime Minister buy a tailor and shirt and drive him out of Parliament and him and his wife.
Draw them up because them know what go down.
Man, yes, man, them carry them up here, man. And you see the one from Portland, remember him did come out a place on Mexico, go collect the money, you know. Some money go collect, you know. Remember, a whole heap of things in my hand, you know. Remember, I get back a 1-inch visa to come America, you know, to come answer some question, you know. You know, you not even know what kind of question him come answer, you know.
Yeah.
That man, all of them to come out of parliament, man. They to go one side, man. See, the one over Portmore, the old dreadlocks one there. I go over there and create a big mischief, a problem.
Yeah.
You understand me? All of them to go one side, man.
True,
Yeah,
fully
so
endorse that.
yes, man. Maybe they listen to them, man, and I watch them, man. But we want international media to come down to Jamaica, come question them about the people, the youth money.
Mm-hmm.
And I not just Usain Bolt, I have enough more people
Yeah,
out there
man.
to get robbed up.
Yeah, man. We are endorse it for the people them too.
Yes,
All of the
man.
investors.
We need Usain Bolt to get up, man. Stop the silent, man. Come on, youth. Open your mouth, man. They're not bad on you, and you're not afraid of them. You understand me? We're ready for lock down Jamaica for your youth.
Mm-hmm.
You understand me? We're proud, so we want to make you proud now. So just call it, man. Just call it and we come lock down Jamaica for you, man. You understand me? For we will march for you. At least 5 days marching for your youth. You just call it, man. Jamaica people ready to do it for you, but we are waiting, man, for call it and say, boy, you need your money and you need people to come help you for march. We can't go up an embassy, up a US embassy, go stand up there. You remember with George Floyd, when the whole of them go up there?
Mm-hmm.
March with George Floyd. So George Floyd, no, the international like you. Come on, man. Don't Donald Trump know you.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah, Donald Trump know him.
Yeah.
Donald Trump talk about him when the brother did kneel. You understand me? And so you see Bolt stand up and do him. You understand?
Yeah.
So come on, man. Just say the word, man. We will be there, man. You
Yeah,
understand?
man, definitely. Big up
Yes,
yourself, brother.
man. All right. Take care of yourself.
Right.
Yeah?
Bless up, yeah. Say the word, Usain Bolt. I even got some information that Sir Rattigan willing and able to help you. Right? And I put it out over the ear. So if you do come across or anybody we affiliated with you come across this, you can know say Sir Rattigan from the Reason with Rattigan show. Fully stand behind you. The regular people will stand behind you, the regular Jamaicans will stand behind you. And Rattigan willing to give you that help, to push it a little further. So we can have more people coming out to talk and more people going behind bars. You understand? So as the caller says, say the word and make the move. And a time now for you to talk about your protect Jamaica. Don't protect them no more. Time for you come out more and talk up. Your money. It's even said that yesterday the People's National Party them go on good over and over there yesterday. The champion boy there. See champion boy there. I show them say if them think them bad like how them are leading at the polls as them say. Them for call it. Nobody hitchhike and hesitate no more. Call it. When you say we have a 6% advantage, call it. start for the People's National Party. Put up the chat with the orange out there. Big up yourself, Lyrics. Them can't get to that champion, boy. Big up on yourself, my people. Thanks for the continued support on the channel. This is where I make my exit. Anybody else want to chime in, call in, give them final 2 cents on everything that was outlined in this video. Feel free to do so. You can bless up the super chat, super thanks in the meantime. And join the membership. Only look way of donating to the channel. But now come and name the price and tell you so you have to donate this and donate that. You can join the membership, only $5 per month to join the membership. Big up to Angela for being a year old in the membership of the ABR family. Big up yourself, Angela, every time. She has passed her 1 year with the whole movement, joining the membership, supporting the channel at all costs. Big up Ivan Wallace, and to the new member who joined yesterday, Truth, big up yourself. Thanks for the support. I cannot say thanks enough to all of the silent watchers. Everybody will support the movement, whether you like the video, share out the video, comment, whether you comment, whether you call in. Any little input you want to put towards the channel. Continue to support the thing and make it grow. Little further, we're heading to 30K. Or I'm going to push it a little further and say 50K and beyond. Thanks again, everybody. Have a blessed Thursday. We know enough of you on the little juggling, because we have to do what we have to do though. With children, them depend on we other family members. So stay safe, God and good road. The word is love. We are not for sale. Big up to the champion boy again. I'm out. Big up to everybody. One love.